Get my cool rays on here because we're facing the wrong way. There we go. Alright. Good morning, everybody. It's 5:18, and I'm running my load that I picked up yesterday or day before yesterday in Minnesota, St. Cloud, Minnesota, and I'm running it over to Sterling Heights, Michigan, and got a little bit of weather rolling in, so I thought, just for the sake of excitement, I'd catch the trip over on 275 and 696. It's 2 miles north of the city limits of Detroit, but it's still considered the Detroit metro area, so whatever. I'll be going through Warren, Royal Oak, Farmington Hills, a few neighborhoods. See how it goes. Hopefully, when I go home, I'm usually on the next road to the left over there. You see those cars. Thankfully, I got on the right road out of habit. Oh no, that's 96, right in 5 north to go home. I live in Clarkston, Michigan. Anyways, there's a lot of high wind this morning, so I'm all over the road. I'm trying not to be. Thankfully, traffic is light right now, so I don't have to worry too much about that. This is the ramp off of, there's like 4 roads, 275, 96, 696, and 5 all come together here, plus Grand River Avenue. I think that probably used to be the main drag across from Detroit to Grand Rapids, because you can find Grand River Avenue all the way across, but when it comes up out of the city, if you go down Grand River, when you get down a little closer to town, there's some nice old architecture down there, nice old houses, mansions. Pretty interesting stuff. Hey, hi, how you doing? Okay. Anyways, it's I believe I'm in Farmington Hills right now, around that area, Farmington. There's 2 of them. A lot of nice neighborhoods. There's a little bit of money in Farmington Hills. You go north on Telegraph Road, there's an area called Bingham Hills, Bingham Farms, and there's some big money there. If you look on Google Earth, a lot of very wealthy people there. Can't get in there though. Hey, cutting in and out. I just was out for a few seconds there. Might have switched towers. That's one thing I didn't do. Is I didn't, when you live stream, you should go on airplane mode for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then come back on. And you'll pick up the closest tower, because sometimes it'll stay connected to a tower that's a little further away. Just be. Hey, I'm live, but I'm facing the wrong direction again. Here, let's get back. There we go. Well, you didn't miss much. Trees and darkness. Still in Farmington. Sign, Orchard Lake Road. That has a couple of different names. You go, I think it picks up another name, Merriman or Middle Belt. Go north, it's Orchard Lake Road. That goes up to Pontiac. Pontiac, Michigan. But I'm on 696, headed east. I'm going to go over, if you're looking at your map, I'll take this past 696, probably over, I'm gassing here, either Mound Road or Van Dyke Road. But time will tell. I'm guessing right now, my GPS isn't showing anything right now. So it just shows my next move, which is to stay on 696. I don't know if you can see that tower up ahead. Actually there's several really tall towers. I don't know what that one is. I believe it's probably multiple things. One of those towers up there may be WRIF to the south of around 8 Mile Road, a little bit north of 8 Mile Road. But those towers are big. It could be an AM station too. It's got a huge, like a fork on top of it, which I don't know if that's television or AM radio. But anyways, matters not. WRIF has several radio stations beaming off of their same tower, but they probably own all of them. The city, the buildings ahead, is going to be Southfield, Michigan. I gotta get over this. I don't want to get on the lodge. Stay at 696. Oh, the Lodge Freeway and Telegraph Road. The Lodge takes you right to downtown Detroit. If you're not from the Detroit area and you're wanting to get there and you find yourself over here, if you get on the Lodge and head south or east, I don't know which, it's an even number road, so anyways, it doesn't matter. You can take that right downtown. I mean right downtown. So it's not, it used to be a pretty nice road. I don't know if it is anymore or not. I was on the Lodge one time, coming up to Telegraph Road, and I was doing about 60 in my Peterbilt, and I had a guy come by me, and I know he was going at least 100 because he flew by me, and he was on a crotch rocket doing a wheelie. I never heard him coming, but he did a wheelie until I couldn't see him anymore. So, just big fun excitement, I guess. There used to be a microbrewery up here on the left called Copper Canyon. It was pretty nice, but it was a lot of snooty people in there. Couldn't have any fun. I'm not a big drinker, but I enjoy going to a microbrewery and sampling the wares occasionally. I'll pick one and maybe have one and maybe a second one. Try to play it cool. Microbreweries usually have really good food. So that's worth it in that sense to go. Michigan is called the Redwood Lodge. That's one of my favorites. Actually, I think it's the favorite. They call it a blue-collar gourmet restaurant. It's used to be the Redwood Lodge. They've changed the names to the Redwood Steakhouse now, I believe. Nice place, though. GPS is older than the speed limit changes in Michigan, so right now I'm showing that I'll arrive at the customer at 5:52, but I'll probably pick up a minute or two before then. I'm not sure what city we're in right now. Both sides GPS still says Southfield. I can't see anything down here. I don't know if you can see the tower off to the right. That may be WRIF, I'm not positive. But WRIF is over 1,000 feet. Or I believe, or just under. I did a video about it one time, I think. It was called WWJ or something like that. I don't know, anyway. Maybe I just did that on my personal Facebook page. Oh, no, I didn't. I took pictures of it and then did some research. But anyways, it's tall enough that you can see it from a couple of miles away pretty easy, even with these walls on the sides. So that's a big powerhouse. If you're not from the Detroit area, WRIF is 101.1. They're kind of crude in the morning now. I don't like listening to them. My brother likes them, but I don't even like to have them on in the morning. They're so, they try to be shocking, and I don't know, just not very good, I don't think. But they used to be the benchmark in the Detroit area for rock and roll. Now that I'm older, CSX or something of it, 104.3. Ooh, coming up on Royal Oak. It says we're still in Southfield. There's a park section right here. I guess I didn't hit the lottery again. Avenue. If you're not from the Detroit area, Google the Dream Cruise. This is where the Dream Cruise is. Over 2 million people in a 2 or 3 mile stretch of Woodward Avenue walking on the sidewalks. You're never not in contact with somebody. There's so many people, but just a lot of beautiful old cars that are lovingly restored. People bring them down. It's a big party, a big to-do. People come from all over the world. See a little bit of snow blowing on the road up there. It's starting to come down a little heavier now. I guess we're supposed to get some today. I don't know. Wind advisory, it says. I don't know if we'll be able to see the zoo up here, the water tower. I don't know if they light it up this time of day. Sometimes it's lit up. Maybe it's not. It's up there on the left. I don't know if you can see a silhouette of it up there. Maybe. Let's see. I can see it. I don't know with the snow. It might not show up on video. We got some blizzard though. Hope I gotta quit playing with it. Oh man. What's this thing when I wish it had just one setting for the camera. There we go. There's one you can't see as good. Kind of got a fisheye to it. For those that are following along. If you're looking at your map, you can see that I-75 is fast approaching. That's kind of the main artery up through the state of Michigan. It'll beat you to death though. If you're traveling through Michigan and you're going to be going to the northern part of the lower peninsula or the upper peninsula, and you can take 23, that's a much better way to go. Much better roads, a lot less traffic. But if you want to see the city of Detroit, make sure the lid's on your coffee good. Come up 75, that'll run you right through. You get to see everything there, pretty much. See the Comerica Park, Ford Field, Renaissance Center, Fisher Building, a little bit of downtown. See the parking structure for the Fox Theater anyway. You can see Little Caesars Arena, the Detroit. Oh, what is that? I don't go to the casino, so I don't know the name of it. You can see several casinos, but Motor City Casino, that's, if I was going to go, that would be the one I support because of the Ilitch family. Really good family. They've done a lot for the city of Detroit. Resurrected the downtown area, made it fashionable to go back down there again. Detroit has a bad reputation. It's not nearly as bad as people think it is. Some parts are, but that's every city. But the downtown area in Detroit is really nice. A lot of nice restaurants down there. A lot of nice architecture. If you look up, I better start paying attention here. If you look up Pure Detroit, do a Google search for that. They do a lot of tours of the historical buildings and stuff in the city. Really nice tours. They do them for tips. The people that actually do the tours, they don't get paid. So, when they get done, slip, if you got 4 people, slip them a 10 or a 20, I try to figure it in about $5 because they do a really good job, and it's over an hour long. And somebody to do something like that, give you a tour with a lot of history and point out a lot of the architecture. Just really, really interesting tours for free. They don't cost anything. You don't have to give a tip, but, hey, throw them a bone. A couple bucks ain't gonna hurt. And, last time I was down here, it seemed like there was some construction on Mound Road. So we'll see what happens. This noise here, though, I got one of them cranks on the wheel, and I got it turned sideways because I don't like them. Excuse me, it was on the truck when I got in, So I use it kind of like a stress thing where I spin it while I'm driving, but unfortunately it's close to the phone. So it picks it up real good. We're going to be jumping off here on Mound. We're heading north. Mound Ridge. When I hauled steel, I came down here a lot. I bought a truck from a guy, what was left of the truck anyway, and a trailer. I had this 40-foot flatbed. I can't even remember the name brand of it now. It seemed like it started with an F. It weighed a ton. It was like built in the 40s or 50s. I don't know. It probably wasn't that old, but man, it was heavy duty. And when they built it, it was heavy duty. But they developed a lot of new types of steel after they built it. So this thing, especially when I was loaded, if I made too many left turns, I'd have to make a right turn every once in a while to straighten the trailer back out. And there's this old K100 cab over Kenworth, had a big double bunk in it. So a queen size bed and a cab over. Yeehaw. I don't know if that's luxury or not, but I guess to somebody it is. I guess you could push everything over to one side. You wouldn't have to put everything up in the front when you went to bed. But that thing was a piece of junk, man. It had extension cords scabbed to do electrical repairs. Let's see, I'm going to be making a Michigan U-turn when I get up here. Now, I will say this in defense of the guy that put him in. I won't say what his name was. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make a repair on the side of the road or something. And he might have had an extension cord with him. And that's why he used an extension cord. There's nothing so permanent as something temporary, so he might have fixed it and said, well, I'll fix that when the weather gets better. And then when the weather got better, he looked at it and said, well, it's holding up pretty good, so I'll just leave it there. So, but anyways, that thing, I cut a bushel basket of wires off of it that didn't make a difference. Still ran this, well, everything seemed to way. 94 Freightliner that had the flames on the hood. On my trucking pages, Nice Road Truckers, especially if you go back through the photos, you'll find a picture of that. It's a blue FLD 120 with a flat top 48-inch bump, and a guy named Ron Finch's Custom Cycles, or if you look at his website or his Facebook page, it'd be Finch's Custom Styled Cycles, and he builds motorcycles from scratch. He's also a painter, so he put flames on the hood for me. A friend of his lettered it up for me. It looked real nice for a Freightliner. I've been told that was the only acceptable Freightliners that some people ever saw. The only thing is I had painted rims on it. I should have put some aluminum rims on it, polished them up, but it wasn't a bad truck. We got about 5 miles of road to go. I don't know how far Mound Road goes north. I know it goes up to 59. 59 is a kind of an artery that runs east and west from Pontiac over to Selfridge Air National Guard Base, and it runs through Utica, a couple other towns. But changes names once it gets north of that, or if it stays Mound Road and goes on up. I don't know. I don't get over in that side of town too much. Definitely don't go north too often. Got a nephew that lives over in that area. My buddy Dave. He lives just north of 59. Shelby Township. There's one of those trampoline, I forget the name of it. Took my kids there once. They were sicker than dogs. Yeah. The trampolines are okay, but they had this big sponge area, this big pit full of sponges, and you run and you jump off of a little trampoline and you go flying up in the air and you land in these sponges. Well, everybody's little brat has got their little snot nose and they're running and jumping in there, so you got all this body fluid, saliva, snot, and sweat going into these pieces of sponge. People don't think about that. It just looks like a lot of fun, and the kids can't wait to do it. I mean, you're taking a dive into somebody else's viruses and colds. Like I said, those sponges are full of body fluid, so you want to stay out of them sponges. Keep your kids out of them. Oh, people should start waking up here pretty quick. Another 10 minutes. The city is coming to life. Third of the purple sheet. Up here on the right somewhere is Detroit News. I don't know if it's still there or not. Actually, I think it is. It's a conglomerate of the Detroit News, the Detroit Free Press, the Oakland Press. I'm sure they print other papers too. Used to haul a load of paper in there. Sometimes haul stuff out of there, like advertisements. I knew a guy that used to work there at the time. He went to my church. Kind of helped him out a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I give him a gas card or two. Good guy. Oh, getting blurry again. What the heck? There we go. When I hauled steel, I was up and down this road all the time. All over the city. Came down a little bit of an angle, but I think it's the crown in the road. I don't want to change lanes because I got to get back over 2.5 miles. If you look up on the right there, in the darkness, there's a white building. That might not be the Free Press. I think that's I have to see what mile marker I'm at, mile road. Well, had I stayed online, you would have got to see the Detroit News. It's right beside me right now, so you can't see it. And I'm not taking this down off the dash or off the windshields. I'm pretty good. I'm still showing 552. Sitting at this light isn't helping things. Especially with no cars here. Here comes one, but to sit there that long, yeah, wonderful. The guy comes racing up so he can stop. Youch. Missed the gear there. Pretty heavy. I got 42,000 on there. I was a little 100 pounds overweight when I weighed it on the drives, so split a little weight. I didn't have much room. I had less than 1,000 pounds to work with on the trailer. 42,000 is kind of a weird thing. 42,000, I should have been able to axle that, no problem. You know, to be that close on the axle weights though and have that little weight, you know, I should have been able to go up to 45, 46,000 pretty easy, but I don't know, that was weird. Although the truck was covered with slush and ice and stuff, so that probably was part of it. Alright people, cut me some slack, I gotta get over. I got a pickup truck, he's way back, but he's gonna race up here so he can try and keep me from getting over, because he's in a hurry. Gotta hurry up and get up by that truck so he can't get in front of me. Whoop, 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 whoop. Brake check. People don't like to help trucks. They don't want to be behind a truck, but they want a truck to help them. While they're coming off the ramp at 45, slowing down to 35, getting ready to jam on their brakes, and then they get mad at you if you don't stop for them. You know. When you cut in front of a truck on the expressway, when you're merging in at 45 miles an hour, usually what happens is the truck slows down, the car slows down more, the truck slows down more, the car slows down more. Then the car comes out after the truck's down to 35 miles an hour. They hit the gas, and in 4 seconds they're doing 70. And the truck, he's had the gear down by then, and if he got any weight on, by the time he gets going back up to speed again, it's like a minute later or so. And the car doesn't even look in the mirror. They don't say, you know, they don't even flip. Well, they will flip you off, but you know, at least if they flip you off, they're doing something. But you know, very seldom do you get a wave or something. You know, they have no concept of the inconvenience they've just caused you. And yeah, you say, well, you know, you had to slow down for a minute. Yeah, but I'm not the one that's merging. I'm not the one that's doing 45 and slowing down as I'm coming to the end of the ramp where everybody's doing 70 to 80 miles an hour. You know, shut your phone off for a second or set it down, turn the radio off, or, you know, don't shut it off, but quit playing with the radio, quit looking at your phone and merge. And then once you get back in, resume whatever you're doing. But people are, they don't think. Let's see, we got to make a left here. This is called a Michigan U-turn if you're not from Michigan. And what they do is you can't make a left turn across the lane, so you got to make a U-turn. Go! Race into traffic. And I gotta turn right where that car is. Thankfully they got out of the way, because usually they'll sit right in your way and look at you like, can't you drive any better than that? I can, but I can't on this road, because it's only 2 lanes wide. My trailer's off in the grass right now, because some genius didn't want to waste real estate on making the road wide enough. I can get my car in here. Okay, I guess I better start looking to see where I'm going, because I'm almost there. Out. I'm so busy yakking. That's the one one before. Here we go. I'm going to DMS. According to this, I'm here. I'm going to back up a little bit. See if I can see a sign. 5545. That's definitely their mailbox. And as soon as this one car gets out of the way, we got to swing her wide because we got a little narrow road. I hope this is the right driveway. No parking. See if I can drive in their grass. I think I've been here before, but it's been a little while. Try not to run over their personal vehicles. I think that's it right there. Well, folks, so much for that. I'm gonna let me turn my four ways off. Headlights. Get off duty or get on duty. Pop this off. That's the place, man. That's where I'm heading. Anyways, I got to get off of here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Can't see me anyway. Anyways, have a great day.